welcome to another Terry Mac Music video. Today, we are delving into the fascinating world of dynamic plugins for digital audio workstations, or DAWs. These small yet incredibly powerful tools are the unsung heroes of music production, and they play an essential role in shaping the sound of your tracks. But what exactly are dynamic plugins? Essentially, they are software components that help control the volume of audio signals. From subtle adjustments to bold transformations, dynamic plugins can greatly enhance the sound quality of your tracks, giving them that polished, professional sound we all strive for. They're like the secret spices in a master chef's kitchen. A little bit can go a long way in making your music stand out. By the end of this video, you will have a better understanding of dynamic plugins and how to effectively use them in your music production process. Now that we have a basic understanding of what dynamic plugins are, we can explore the different types available. The four main types of dynamic plugins are compressors, limiters, gates, and expanders. Each one plays a unique role in the music production process. Firstly, we have compressors. Compressors are used to control the dynamic range of a track. That's the difference between the loudest and quietest parts. They work by reducing the volume of loud sounds to ensure a more balanced audio mix. Next up are limiters. Limiters are similar to compressors, but they are used to prevent the audio from exceeding a certain level. This is particularly useful in preventing distortion or clipping in your final mix. Thirdly, we have gates. Gates are used to eliminate unwanted noise and sounds. They work by only allowing sounds above a certain threshold to pass through. This can help to clean up a track and make it sound more professional. Lastly, we have expanders. Expanders are the opposite of compressors. They increase the dynamic range of a track rather than reducing it. This can be useful for adding depth and richness to a track. Each of these dynamic plugins has a specific purpose and usage in music production. Understanding their functions and knowing when to use each one can greatly enhance the quality of your music. Knowing when to use each type of dynamic plugin can make a significant difference in the quality of your music. You now know what dynamic plugins are and the different types available. But how do you use them effectively in your DAW? To harness the full potential of dynamic plugins, you'll need to master four key parameters: the threshold, ratio, attack, and release. Each of these parameters plays a unique role in shaping the sound, and understanding them is crucial to achieving the desired audio effect. Firstly, the threshold. This is the volume level at which the plugin begins to work its magic. When the input signal exceeds this level, the dynamic plugin comes into action. Setting the threshold is a balancing act. Set it too high, and the plugin may not activate when needed. Set it too low, and it may over-process the audio. Next, we have the ratio. This determines how much the plugin reduces the volume once the threshold is surpassed. A higher ratio equals more reduction. For example, a ratio of 4:1 means that for every 4 decibels above the threshold, the output will only increase by 1 decibel. Then comes the attack. This is the speed at which the plugin responds once the threshold is crossed. A fast attack time will quickly reduce the volume, while a slower attack allows some of the initial transient to pass through before the reduction kicks in. Lastly, the release. This is the time it takes for the plugin to stop reducing the volume once the input falls below the threshold. A fast release time can make the effect less noticeable, while a slower release can result in a more natural, smooth sound. These parameters are not set in stone. They should be adjusted based on the specific requirements of each track you're working on. Experiment with different settings and listen carefully to the results to find what works best for your music. Remember, dynamic plugins are tools to enhance your sound, not to fix poor recordings. Always strive for the best possible recording quality before reaching for your plugins. Dynamic plugins can seem complex, but with practice, you can use them to enhance your music production significantly. So there you have it, a brief yet comprehensive guide to dynamic plugins for DAWs. We've navigated through the essence of dynamic plugins, explored the various types, and dived into their practical application. These tools are essential for manipulating audio and enhancing your tracks. Remember, mastering dynamic plugins takes time and practice, so don't be discouraged if you don't get it right the first time. Keep experimenting, and soon you'll be enhancing your tracks like a pro. Thank you for watching another Terry Mac music video. Until next time, keep making amazing music.